If they TPK, a piece of you will die. What if your D&D character became your best friend? Let's make someone so real that you'll miss them when the campaign ends. Your Dungeons & Dragons character shouldn't just be playable. They should be unforgettable. Here's how to create someone you'll never want to let go. I'm Cora Poe, and through years of ADD and insomnia, I've studied and wondered at many subjects that have kept me up at night. So this is Slumber Myth, a place for that insomnia fuel. Thank you for starting the journey with me. This first episode is going to be about making your character beloved, the first step in making them irreplaceable. And I'd like to point out right out the gate that the method I'll be laying out for us is applicable to any form of creative writing character building. Though this series will emphasize examples and techniques specifically aimed at creating a Dungeons & Dragons character that you will personally cherish and connect with. And I'd really like to urge you to follow along with the recommendations, answer the questions, and create your own brand new character alongside me. So let's dive right in. Episode 1. What makes a character beloved? Segment 1. Emotional authenticity. Truly loved characters often feel like extensions of ourselves or idealized personas that we would like to connect with and explore. The late fiction and poetry genius Ursula K. Le Guin said, "The characters must earn the reader's respect, even villains. If we can't understand their motives, we can't care about their struggles." For D&D, this means a character whose goals, fears, and dreams resonate with you, their player. To use a classic D&D trope as an example, a warlock who is torn between their loyalty to their patron and their own moral compass. Maybe you as a player can enjoy role-playing the feeling of loyalty and rebellion because it's something that you've personally experienced. And this will make your character feel more alive. But to effectively do this, you must first ask yourself, what is your moral compass? Do you have a natural sense of empathy and righteous justice? Or do you first and foremost look out for yourself? Do you root for the underdog, or do you prefer to back those who are on a winning streak? Apply your own morals or relatable variations of them to your character. If you want to create villains, maybe try applying morals to your character that are opposite your own, knowing that your character's blatant disregard for what you know is right is undoubtedly going to make them effective at feeling like a villain. But we mustn't forget to apply purpose to their cause. Was it a traumatic event that twisted their morals? Do we pity them as much as we despise them? Or if you intend to play a character that's meant to be a hero, what struggles do they have to endure in order to get closer to their goal? And how do you think your hero will react when eventually, in order to achieve a goal, their morals are called into question? In My Hero Academia, or a popular anime show for those who don't know, take young Midoriya, for example. Maybe you feel like your character doesn't belong, like a rogue with a good heart in a morally gray, underdark environment. You, as their player, need to personally relate to their vulnerability while dreaming of their growth. Empathizing with your character on priorities, morals, personal struggles will really make them endearing to you. Segment 2, core desires and conflict. Choose core desires for your character. It will create clarity about who your character is. Whatever conflict comes their way in-game will distance them from those desires, thus giving them a reason to evolve. Ask, what do you as a player love about this character's conflict in attaining their desires? In another general D&D example, a paladin who wants to restore their family's honor despite knowing that they're secretly adopted. Or take Harry Potter, for example. Harry's longing for a family and his desire to feel a sense of belonging resonates universally. Create a D&D character whose desires mirror this longing for something. And what about these desires do you personally find compelling? Answering that question and applying it to your character's desires and the conflict in attaining them will make them become emotionally realistic for everyone at the table, especially you. Segment 3. Nuance over perfection. Le Guin also said, complexity is not in showing off how deep you can go, but in allowing characters to exist in multiple states at once. So, what flaws would you enjoy exploring throughout the campaign? What dichotomies is your character's personality going to display? For example, a barbarian with extreme stage fright who dreams of multiclassing as a bard. You as a player will love moments when your character awkwardly faces their fears. Speaking of bards, Segment 4, Application for Creation. Let's go through and answer all of these questions to begin creating the character we're going to make together for this series. Again, I especially urge you to create your own completely unique character as we go through these together. Now, I've already decided upon the most basic details of their 5e compatible physique and general identity. Name, Étoile, French for star. Gender identity, cisgender woman. Species, tiefling born of high elves. Class, bard. Subclass, College of Eloquence. Demeanor, or if you prefer to pigeonhole your character's personality, their alignment. Emo as fuck and chaotic good. Now that we have the basis for her most basic stats, let's get to know her a little bit by answering the questions, but note that our answers will be with Étoile, or your character, in mind. Do you have a natural sense of empathy and righteous justice, or do you first and foremost look out for yourself? Sense of justice and empathy, but I think I do want her to be a little morally gray for reasons I haven't decided yet. Like maybe that she can be selfish at times because even when other people are in need, but only when she herself is suffering. She isn't a hero in this saint-like sense. She'll be a hero that is just an average depressed person who just happens to rise above in order to survive, and in turn will achieve something great throughout the campaign, whatever that shall be. Was it a traumatic event that twisted her morals? Now remember, this was a question for creating a villain, but since I do want her to be morally gray, I'm going to answer it anyway. So I'll say that her poor mental health contorts her priorities, often making her appear to be uncaring or make her actions incomprehensible to others with healthier minds. Now let's decide on a reason for those twisted priorities and morals. Well, I have another tiefling bard on the back burner named Bellamore, which is French for beloved or darling. And I don't really have her fleshed out at all yet. Like, I haven't even decided on a college for her yet. But I think I'm going to set Bellamore aside and instead use her as a supporting role for Étoile. Let's say that Bellamore and Étoile are twin sisters. Throughout the girls' childhoods, their high elf parents embrace them despite their tiefling mutations, showering them in love and privilege. However, be it her natural glow, Bellamore is yellow, or her sunny disposition to match, Bellamore has always been treated as the favorite child. As long as she can remember, Étoile has been blamed for things like broken vases, missing toys, and eating other people's treats. All the way until the day she left home at 15. Now she is 35 and hasn't seen her sister or parents since. Though she has sent postcards and letters, as she doesn't want to punish her parents by not letting them know that she's okay. Since she left home at 15, she travels from city to city offering her remarkable skills as a lyricist. This has led to her self-doubting, self-loathing, incompetent feeling sense of self, which infects her actions and personality. Moving on to the next question. Do we pity her as much as we despise or love her? I want much of her day-to-day struggle to feel relatable and authentic. So I wouldn't say that we pity her, but maybe that we sympathize with her overall feelings of self-doubt and cynicism. Next question. If your character is meant to be a hero, what struggles do they endure to move closer to their goals? If Étoile is to accomplish anything out of her comfort zone, which is her traveling endlessly and aimlessly from city to city offering her bardic skills, or really just seeking attention she desperately wants, and frankly needs, she will have to overcome her feelings of incompetence and self-doubt. She will have to learn to trust herself and to allow others to trust her too. For her to believe that she can be relied upon by others for the very first time in her life, she'll have to learn to let others love her without fear of consequences. She loves to sing, but doesn't believe she's talented enough in that regard, so she leans on selling her lyrics and poetry rather than singing them herself. What are your characters' pre-existing, before they met the party, goals and desires? Étoile wants to be a world-famous lyricist and deep down a world-famous singer. She wants her parents to actively treasure her the way that they treasure Bellamore. And she doesn't want to be alone anymore, but has no idea how to communicate this to her party mates, as she internally keeps doubt about their love and friendship on the back burner so that she won't be caught off guard when they eventually fuck her over. What about these desires do you find personally compelling? So what flaws would you enjoy exploring throughout the campaign? Oh, overshare time. Find compelling. Well, I love to sing and I love to write, but I will never sing for anyone other than my closest friends and family because I hate the sound of my own voice. And yeah, it makes the editing process brutal. The flaws I'd like to explore during the campaign, I think, are how she negatively allows her mistrust to display itself in the form of the way she treats others. Like, she can be antisocial or even mean. I would like to see how she goes about eventually warming up to and making friends with those in the party despite always feeling sad and down. I find these things compelling because these are things I have overcome in my time. What do you as the player love about your character's conflict in attaining their desires? I love that her self-doubt is preventing her from moving forward. I personally find this immensely compelling because I know what it feels like to not be able to move forward because you get in your own way due to self-doubt. I know how it feels, and then the consequences of not believing in yourself and then not being able to achieve anything you want. And I love her particular brand of mistrust because, again, I felt that way about others for a very long time. I think others will empathize with this pretty well, as I know most of us understand the torment of self-sabotage and imposter syndrome, or at least every Gen Z and millennial human I've ever met does. What dichotomies are displayed in their personality? She is self-reliant from being alone for so long, which has made her fiercely independent. But Étoile's deep-seated loneliness debilitates her from being able to see how capable she has grown over the years in order to survive by herself. She is incapable of seeing her own capability. Segment 5, physical visualization. Excellent. Now we can see inside the heart of our character a little, though I would like to see her. Personally, I love to have a physical, solid visual representation of my characters as I fabricate their essence. Unfortunately, I cannot afford to do art commissions for such a thing, but if you can, do it. It is so worth it, and it's always amazing the first try. There are thousands of amazing artists on Etsy and other platforms that are just waiting to create your character for you and help you make it come to life. But for those of you who are poor like me right now, I've discovered that my favorite way to go about this is to go to bing.com/images/create. I know, who the fuck uses Bing? Well, I do now because I discovered this. Their AI art generator is one of the most effective ones that I've found. It's completely free and it stays completely free. The only downside is that every 24-hour period you get 15 click to generates, and then after that 15 each day, it just gets a little slower. That's it. You can still make as many as you want though. So with this, I take the image of the character I have in my mind's eye and I describe it as eloquently as possible into the prompt box. Mind you, you do have a limited amount of characters that you can use, so try to stay concise and descriptive. Okay, so Miss Etoile is an emo girl and I am an emo girl, and I physically identify with her a little, so that's what I'm gonna start with. I came up with a little bit more of a description for how I want her to look, and I made it into my prompt on Bing, which is detailed D&D oil painting manga style, adult tiefling lady, pallid skin and short brown hair, all black eyes, is wearing Renaissance style outfit of pants, boots, and a blouse and accessories in neutral colors, pale color flowers tucked behind one ear in her hair, long pointy elf ears and beautiful horns on head, horns, devil tail that's white like her skin at the base and brown at the tip. Mature age, she's walking in a dark forest. And I will generate over and over and over, slightly adjusting the prompt here and there as I go until I start getting results that I really love. All right, bunch of winners here. So I went ahead and picked my favorite 3, and I will pull them up for you now. Behold, Etoile the Emo Bard. Segment 6, Conclusion. I've really loved getting her started with you. I think it goes without saying that her lyrics, poems, and songs are going to fall under the emo rock genre of the 2010s. I think we're really onto something here. I know it's kind of egotistical because you just witnessed me put a lot of myself in her, but I kind of love her already. If you were following along, creating your own character as we went, please let me know all about them in the comments. How do you feel about them so far? And what do you think of Etoile? Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next week with episode 2 of how to make an irreplaceable character. Happy nightmares!